The Prince and Princess of Wales are also making headlines with their plans to move house to what they're calling their new forever home in Windsor. Now, Royal Editor Russell Myers joins us now. Very good morning to you. And they're calling this a fresh start for the family. They're being really open about it, it seems.
Yeah, good morning, Ranvir. Well, I think this is really interesting for William and Kate, Prince and Princess of Wales, because what a year and a half it's been. Of course, the Princess of Wales has undergone cancer treatment in that time, as has the King. There's been a lot of moving of parts for the royal family, sort of Prince William taking a bit of a back seat to look after his 3 children. But this new news that they are planning a big move to a new home in Windsor Great Park, to a new residence called Forest Lodge. Beautiful, beautiful place tucked in a corner of Windsor Great Park, a bit bigger than their home Adelaide Cottage at the moment. It's an 8-bedroom mansion. But what does this mean for the royal family? And it certainly means that not only a move for them, but Buckingham Palace. You know, Buckingham Palace is undergoing this huge refit at the moment. It's taking 10 years, costing about £370 million. King Charles and Queen Camilla aren't living there at the moment. They've decided to stay at Clarence House. But Buckingham Palace will be opened more to the public. And Windsor Castle, I think, when William and Kate do eventually become King and Queen, they're going to be living at Forest Lodge. So the issue for the public, I suppose, is a good one, because, you know, if we're opening up the palaces more, people get more access to them. I've seen it myself, and there's a huge rush of tickets during the summer to visit Buckingham Palace. So good news for the public, good news for William and Kate, describing it as their forever home, and hopefully a new start for them, which I think is obviously great for the family.
And just a footnote, clearly that 370 million is from the public purse because it's a public building of great prestige and heritage, right? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, I've been to Buckingham Palace recently. You see the amount of building work that's going on. A lot of work hasn't been done since the sort of 40s, 50s, 60s. A lot of the pipe work needs doing, the electrics. It's all going to make it sort of a palace for the modern age. And like I said, if we're opening up more, then that's great news for the public.
Good. And also, Prince William actually is having quite a profitable time, isn't he? With his own sort of, not Airbnb necessarily, but the houses he's got.
Well, I can see the headlines for the Airbnb, you know. But yeah, he's certainly obviously the custodian of the Duchy of Cornwall at the moment, and that's a huge expanse of land all over the country. But in Cornwall, he's got quite a nice little tidy list of rental properties. There's about 33 sites from all over, from Truro to St Tuddy, all the way down to the Isles of Scilly. And some people have been crunching the numbers. Now, if you want to rent some of these, you can, which is a great opportunity. Cornwall and those places just mentioned, absolutely gorgeous place in the summer and beyond. But if you were to rent all 33 of them at the same time, it would bring in about £76,000 a week for the Duchy of Cornwall. Now, obviously, William won't get all of that, but it is very, very interesting. You could rent Hooper's Cottage, which is very, very nice, for about just under £1,000 a week. Or there's a collection, if you've got a big gang of your mates and quite a lot to spend, there's a place called Lost Guy Cottage, a group of 16, which you could rent for an astonishing £7,000 a week. So, you know, maybe a bit of a bumper week for William, but they're not spending that on their move. That is going to be coming out of their own money. So no more public money being spent, because obviously there was a little bit of controversy when the Duke and Duchess of Sussex did that a few years ago. Yes. So I think new start for William, you know, new custodian of the Duchy of Cornwall, but very, very interesting figures to look at as well.
Well, you mentioned the Sussexes there, and there is is it a dilemma for them? There's a good friend of both of them has had a baby, and there's a suggestion that at the christening, would they both be invited? Could they both be godparents? Just explain what's afoot.
Yeah, so it's Hugh Grove now, you know, one of the richest men in the country, the Duke of Westminster, has a £9 billion fortune at his disposal. He was married last year, got married to his wife, Olivia, and they've just had a beautiful new baby, Cosima, just last month. But Hugh is actually godfather to not only Prince George, William and Kate's eldest son, but also Prince Archie, Harry and Meghan's son as well. Now, Harry and Meghan did not go to his wedding last year. Hugh is very, very good friends with both of them, but it was decided that it would be a bit of a controversy if Harry and Meghan were to show up. They didn't actually sort of reply to the invite that they were sent, but I think, you know, behind closed doors, it was agreed that they wouldn't go. So does Hugh have this big dilemma? Who will he make, you know, a godfather to his children? I think, you know, this is an issue like a lot of families. People fall out, people move on, move to other sides of the world, and perhaps this is a bit of a sticky situation for Hugh, but it'd be interesting to see, does he make the future king godfather to his daughter, or does he bring Harry in as well? I suppose, so watch this space, family values, that it happens all over the place, doesn't it?
All right, Russell, thank you so much, Russell. A good royal roundup there. And that's a wrap for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We have all the best moments from the show right here on the channel. And if you like this video, then we think you'll love this one. See you next time.